Hi guys, welcome back to XCOM 2 Modded Core Collection. It's about the end of the game here, so it's getting exciting. Let's see.
It looks like a little long of a bite there, Matt, sorry. But they're trying to hedge a little bit there. You know, he's trying to take the blame away from Biden because housing is up 47% since he took office. The price of homes because of interest rates. That's a significant whack to the voters as well.
Yeah, okay, so I've polled most of these swing states for the possibilities in past years, and I can tell you a couple of the thoughts I have. One, at the timing of these polls, I still think they're going to take one more swipe at trying to get this guy out of the race. That's just my first intuition. Number two, these numbers are real. They are absolutely real. The real issue will be, to Ned's point, how do we weight our polls in the end? Now, some states like Georgia, where Senator Brandon Beach, the Lieutenant Governor, pushed for election reform, the governor actually signed it. I think Georgia's going to be a safer state for the Republicans, and our weighting will change there. In other states, like in Arizona, where they passed election reform, but the federal courts have decided that people don't have to say where they're from for federal races, that could really impact an Arizona race. So the devil's in the detail. But right now, what's going on is you got a trial going on that's irrelevant to these people who cannot pay for their food, have their rent so high, and now you have a stagnant real estate market on top of it. So it's sort of like you're either rich watching this trial, or you're everybody else.
I mean, everyone's like, well, who could have predicted this now, right? Oh, nobody predicted this. We were all predicting this. Trump said the border's going to be open, a disaster, inflation's going to rage, people are going to be immersed in crime in the interstate. He literally predicted every single one of those things. Every single one. And who predicted it? Trump predicted it, that's who.
That's correct. Yeah, no, and we're seeing the reality that like really hit people where it hurts in their pocketbooks and their day-to-day life, not being able to pay some of the basic bills, tapping into their 401ks to pay for their daily bills. I think the thing that's glorious, and I do want to be positive, Laura, I do think there's some real reasons for optimism. No, I think the lawfare is collapsing. Right, we're watching it collapse in real time. That's a central part of Biden's re-election campaign. I think it's right, and I think it was coordinated by the Biden White House. I think the Trump campaign and the RNC are doing the right thing, focused on the real numbers of ABs and voter registration. It's just we got 5 months to go. It feels like 3 political lifetimes. Head down, focus on these things, and let's wait. The Republicans at stake.
Yeah, well, the Democrats have the money, clearly, but the advantage is shrinking a little bit. But Matt, remember back when Hillary had Katy Perry and all these people turning out? We're gonna touch on this a little bit later, but they're trying to do this big celebrity push for old decrepit Joe in June. Putting George Clooney up there, he's still trying to sell an old catcher's mitt. I'm sorry, but he's still trying to sell that.
Well, Laura, they're going to their old tricks. But here's the issue. There's a shrinking voter base for them because some of these suburban folks, I call them the country club crowd, who think Donald Trump wouldn't fit into their country club, all of a sudden they've decided not only would he fit in their country club, but he may save their country club. So now things are moving. I'm seeing changes in the suburban vote and changes certainly among African Americans and Hispanic working folks. This is a big shift right now.
Yeah, and just finally, very quickly, there's some... The Republicans who just need to come home, right? Last week we talked about, some of the billionaires, and so they're slowly coming back to Trump. People like Ken Langone, did not, officially endorse Biden last time around, but, really, hammered Trump, obviously after January 6th and so forth, and kind of wrote him up. They endorsed Mickey Hunt, all that. They all have to come back, right? They all have to come home.
It's a binary choice. I mean, it's Trump or Biden. RFK is not going to play a central role in that. He doesn't have a chance of winning, so it's Biden or Trump. And if you don't want this country to completely implode, Trump's your only choice.
Yeah, Nikki Haley should have gotten out after Iowa and endorsed Trump. She did that. She'd be in much better shape right now. All right, Matt, great to see you both. Thanks so much. All right, do you think Biden could get a crowd like this? Yeah, maybe with artificial intelligence, but Trump did. We'll tell you about what that means for the election next.
Texas. It is a land of mystery and legend. TV, life,
most adaptable.
2.
Those willing to stake their claim. This is a story for all who love Texas.
I've got my eyes on.
Having more energy for me means I want to go out and do more with my life. With Cerevital Advance, I wake up refreshed. I have the energy to travel and live the life I want. And people thinking my daughter is my sister, that never gets old. Cerevital Advance helps me live a beautiful life.
Cerevital is the award-winning beauty supplements at all time. Get started today at trycerevital.com.
Smoke them. Take them out, Snipe. Shit.
I'm Richard Clark.
Nice shot.
I love my hose. My hose is lightweight. My hose will not change. And my hose is anti-leak. It ain't those old hoses. This is my hose. The new pocket hose copper bolt. Now infused with real copper. So your water is always clean and lead-free. Just
It's a nice pistol.
and watch your hose grow and grow to a full-size 3/4-inch hose. It stretches and expands like a rubber band. And when you turn off the water, away it goes. Shrinking and squeezing that water out until it's practically bone dry. And that makes it easy to carry and put away. Our new inner tube uses 3 layers.
You've been marked, my man.
Latex on the inside. Then it's
Oops.
wrapped in a polymer filament jacket.
Oh, close.
Used forest fire hoses because it's light and tough. 3 times stronger than the other hoses. It's guaranteed for 10 years. Nearly impossible to tear or snap. And the redesigned connector protector helps stop leaks at the sticker. But my favorite part of our new hose build, the oversized, easy-to-grip fitting. Easy on and off, even with gloves. With more than 100 patents worldwide, it's the best pocket hose in the world. Get the super light 25-foot pocket hose copper coated today for only $29.99. Oh wait, hold on! You get our color spray nozzle with our exclusive thumb drive free. Simply use your thumb to turn off and on. And with 10 unique patterns, you'll have a setting for every job. It's a $30 value. Yours free with every 50-foot copper bolt. But it's not available in the store. This is an exclusive release of our newest pocket hose. There is a strict limit on 3 per order, so don't wait. Order now. To order, call 1-800-709-4650 or visit copperbullethose.com. So call 1-800-709-4650 or visit copperbullethose.com. Order now.
Michael Cohen takes the stand. Will the ex-Trump attorney's testimony make any difference in the case? Jesse has the latest from the prosecution star witness tonight on Unless It's Prime Time.
It's been really challenging. Even if we're using students for things like food, also food now, hopefully groceries, government, and it's always going to child. Thanks to the great, just like myself, the grace.
About 3 years ago, the top would ever draw a crowd this big again. Almost, 100,000 in New Jersey? Now, something's happening out there. More Americans are seeing that the country is broken under Biden, and that the promises Biden made were lies. That chaos is the only thing he's accomplished, certainly the only thing he's producing. And there's one guy who walked through the fire for him.
As you can see today, we're expanding the electoral map because we are going to officially play in the state of New Jersey. We're going to win the state of New Jersey. We're also looking really great in the state of Minnesota and the state of Virginia. All across America, millions of people in so-called blue states are joining our movement based on love, intelligence, and the thing called common sense.
Yes, as the Anglers said before, Trump needs a 50-state strategy for American renewal. That means no state and no city left behind. Joining me now is someone who's in that New Jersey Republican Congressman Jeff Van Drew. Congressman, great to see you tonight. What does this turnout tell us? Are these people going to actually vote, or are they just there to have a good time?
We should do something about that armor.
Oh, they're voting. They're voting. They're serious. They love America. They love Donald Trump. And we know what they know, Laura. This is not a dress rehearsal. This is the real thing. We need to win this election if we want to continue to have our republic, if we want to continue to have American exceptionalism. This is for everything. So, and I wish everybody could have been there. The energy, the love. And you know what they...
Sheep. This guy's a sheepist.
Is the fact that we got 100,000 plus people, no incidents, no fights, nothing mean-spirited. It was all about America. It was all about the United States of America.
Copywriter, Congressman, you thought of that. You know, like, we just take it for granted, though, right, Congressman, that there's not going to be a fist fight and, you know, someone going to smack someone in the head with a bottle. It's just, we're trying to save the country here, okay? I don't care where you come from, or where you grew up, or how rich your parents are, how little money they have, the color of your skin. This is about saving this country, and the Biden campaign is not about having to perhaps defend New Jersey, but this might be a little different.
Give them enough time to
I'm the reason why Roe v. Wade was overturned. I need you. I need you badly. I need the help. Kamala, I desperately need your help.
It's like 79,999 short of the president. Oh, but maybe it's just the intimate setting, Congressman, that really can inspire the Democrats to go vote for Biden. Just intimate setting.
They're not inspired, believe me. I mean, we are inspired, and we've got to work hard, though. The one thing that I spoke about is that we can't take it for granted. And President Trump's right when he says we got to make it too big to rig. We got to win big in every state. And, you know, I'm his campaign chair. He said he's going to have a big event on the beach and visit everybody in the
Absolutely. You saw the light, Congressman. Welcome to the real world. We're happy that you're in the Republican Party. What do you say to all these other blue staters out there who are saying, don't even try to come to Connecticut, or don't try to come to Minnesota or Colorado. You're never going to pull off a Trump victory there. What do you say?
One of these things gets loose, I swear.
Be ready.
Fuck, I'm on fire.
We're going to win big, and we're not giving up one single state anywhere.
All right, Congressman, great to see you. Thank you so much. All right, Kamala uses a four-letter word to win over Asian voters. More commencement claims? No. Yes. Raymond Royal has it. Seen and unseen is next.
Americans turn to RVing in record numbers as they pursue the spirit of freedom and travel exploration. RV community is stronger than ever as family and friends seek quality time together.
Part of the American dream since 1960.
There we are.
Shop over 6,000 RVs for less than $200 a month, only at Camping World.
Discover U.S. Resort Sandals in Visit sandals.com or call 1-800-SANDALS.
Embarrassed by ugly toe fungus? Funky Cure can eliminate 6 types of fungus to help your toes get back to normal in as little as 4 weeks. It's the strongest medicine you can get without a prescription. Get Funky Cure now in the Foot Care app.
At SimpliSafe,
We designed the #1 rated home security system powered by 24/7 professional monitoring for half the cost of traditional security. So you stay safe for less than $1 a day. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
When you look behind WeatherTech products, you'll see a company and its workers who believe in America and have been supporting the American economy for decades. We're in our factories right here to manufacture the world's finest automotive accessories. It's never been more important. Knowing all that, why would you buy anything that's not made in America when you can buy products that are? Support jobs for American families. See everything at WeatherTech.com.
Another year of yo-yo dieting? Not this year. Hit reset.
Yeah, great job.
I saw the results immediately. I feel amazing.
Soto Bello is not a fad diet or boot camp workout. It's a proven way to remove stubborn body fat permanently in just one visit.
I don't want to hear this.
Save $250 off instantly. Call now or go to sotobello.com.
Excellent. Should be some really nice supplies here too. It was a nice ship. It was already down there. We didn't down it. So whatever we blew up, well, the enemies blew up after we killed them. That big sphere is a pain in the ass. And those crystals, if they get out of hand, oh boy. You don't want that, man. I just went through a mission in part 1. Chrysalids. Very bad. They're much stronger in part 1, I feel.
3 times a day for 3 weeks. Look at her and I said, the pain is gone. She said, I'm glad it helped. I said, no, you don't understand. It's gone. You too can feel better every day with Relief Factor, a daily supplement that fights pain naturally. Call or go online now and get 35% off your first order. There's a power within each of us. When awakened, it can boost performance, enhance learning, even help you.
Holy shit, that's really good.
You can unlock it with one simple thing: better sleep. Safa provides that with our luxury mattresses, handcrafted with premium materials in our American factories. We even deliver to any room in your home for free. Safa, you deserve the comfort of a great night's sleep.
Do you need more space? You need a General Steel building system. Text BIG to 59583 to start designing your customized space. That's BIG to 59583 for same-day pricing on your personalized steel building system. Text BIG to 59583 before prices go up.
Introducing Cardio Mobile. With Cardio Mobile, the FDA-cleared smart device, you can take a medical-grade EKG in just 30 seconds from anywhere.
Every morning I check, make sure I'm in good shape. It makes me feel pretty good about my heart condition.
Cardio Mobile is proven to detect atrial fibrillation, and it's FDA cleared to detect normal heart rhythm, bradycardia, and tachycardia.
I mean, you might as well be in the doctor's office.
Get Cardio Mobile today for just $79 at cardio.com or Amazon.
My hair has gotten so much thicker ever since taking it.
Used to have probiotic green juice that replaced it all with this hormone colostrum.
Gotta take it.
First thing I noticed was the energy and recovery that it had to overcome. Let us try it by Orma.com.
Get ready. Let me make this really simple. This story has everything.
No filter.
I'm a cocaine. I've never smelled.
Such an inflammatory statement. America can't get enough of. Don't buy. Don't buy. Only on Fox News Channel.
It's time for Seen and Unseen, where we reveal the stories behind the headlines. We heard Fox News contributor Raymond Arroyo. All right, Raymond, Biden won Asians by 62% in 2020, but today Biden and Harris tried to keep them in the poll.
Well, Lord, this intro should have come with a simultaneous translation.
There's no singular Asian American, Native Hawaiian, Pacific Islander identity, and diversity of those cultures, the breadth of achievement, and shape the strength and fabric of this country.
Makes no sense at all, Laura. Look, I've heard of using the language of the group you're trying to target, but I'm not sure the F word has an Asian root.
Sometimes people will open the door for you and leave it open. Sometimes they won't.
I suppose since that worked.
And then you need to kick that door down.
Hey, Laura, look, the President Trump has used profanity on occasion at rallies and things. But in an official capacity, when you are representing the office of vice president or president, Kamala Harris dropped an F-bomb here. You remember, Joe Biden years ago said this is a big effing deal when they signed the health care legislation. This is a bad pattern. It diminishes the office, and I think it turns off family audiences, particularly those you're trying to reach. Kamala's a good breach, though, to today's commencement calamities, Laura. The Beat sent a pre-recorded video to historically black colleges and universities, again, targeting an important demographic for it. Watch.
As a proud HBCU graduate, you can do and be anything, and that you have a duty to be excellent.
I wish their parents had gotten that memo, Laura. At Howard University's School of Nursing graduation, some relatives couldn't get in and a riot ensued.
Wow. Nurses are so important. We have a nursing shortage in this country. So why is it? What is it about those nursing school graduations?
The dean of that nursing school, by the way, had to shut it down because the fire department came in, Laura, and they shut the whole thing down. I mean, it's a shame these kids weren't able to walk. Now I want to show you this. This is the Thomas Jefferson College, or University rather, their nursing school. Whoever the person was trying to read these names of the graduates needed some rehearsal.
Marlena Zoba Anthony Batista Santos. Victoria Lee Zuckercross. Jessica Lynn Bowen.
Wow. They're all Jessica and Molly are not hard names. I mean, they claim it was the phonetic instruction they had that complicated. That does I am delighted that you are going to be covering the Trump trial tomorrow because we need some clear coverage. Some of these other outlets are literally becoming cartoonish. Politico just unveiled their Trump trial coverage. This is what happens when pornographic claymation bobbleheads go to court.
He was wearing silk or satin pajamas that I immediately made fun of him for and said, "Does Mr. Hefner know you stole his pajamas?"
What did Mr. Trump do when you said that?
I told him to go change, and he obliged very politely.
Okay, I'm gonna have nightmares about those bobbleheads. Those are terrifying.
Oh my God. How did coverage on the Trump trial turn into like a four-man South Park?
No,
This is sick.
No, but is this? I thought this was a joke. This is actually happening.
No.
What?
This is political.
Oh my God, it's over. It's over, everybody.
Legal comments are via blue. You know, even CNN's Jake Tapper is now spending on-air time cartooning.
Hey, Tapper here from the Anchor Man. I did some sketches on my iPad here with Adobe Fresco, a great program, and really just took it all in. I made this little diagram just so you understand what the courtroom is like. These blue dots are cops. This is where the witness sits. The witness, by the way, sits like the judge's stand is like up here.
I'm doing that tomorrow, but Jake is actually a really good artist. That's it.
Jake, good to see you.
Okay, I'm never gonna get over the bobblehead thing, but terrifying. Dolls. That's the fear of dolls. Raymond, thanks. Jesse's next.
Welcome to Jesse Waters Prime Time. Tonight,
Trumpism is fascism, and we must eradicate it from our body politic, plain and simple.
Michael Cohen takes the stand. Everything they touch turns to what? You should use that. Massive Trump rally in New Jersey makes the media crazy. WOTC. More moving people to the clock. Arab spring break at a boiling point. John Lovitz is here for you. Show me your best Kamala Harris impression. page 16 of the Trump trial where Cohen will tell us the crime. Alvin Bragg's star witness, Michael Cohen, finally took the stand today. The prosecution tried to paint Cohen as a respectable family man who became a lawyer to please his granny. But the packed courtroom rolled its eyes because everybody knows the real Cohen, a man who lied to that same granny to get ahead. Cohen's been disbarred from practicing law. He went to jail for perjury and tax evasion, lied to banks, lied to Congress, lied to his wife. Cohen even secretly recorded conversations with Trump. When you talk to your lawyer and he secretly tapes your conversations and violates your attorney-client privilege, he's not your lawyer, he's a rat. Alvin Bragg's whole case rests on a lying rat. Cohen wants his client sent to jail for following his advice. The man will say anything to convict Trump and rehab his disgraced career because if Cohen's testimony doesn't stick, the CNN hits are over. No more book deals, no more Netflix pilots. Tomorrow, the defense will cross-examine Cohen and they'll have plenty of fodder. Today, Cohen told the court he paid Stormy Daniels a loan-out on his own home. Why didn't he just cut Stormy a check? He says he didn't want his wife to find out. Why would Cohen's wife care if Trump was paying to keep a porn star quiet? Was Cohen protecting Trump or himself? Then Cohen punched a hole through the prosecution's case so big Bragg could fit through it. He testified he killed the same Stormy Daniels story when it was posted on a gossip website in 2011. Is Trump running for president? That would be Mitt Romney, which proves famous tycoons catch and kill bad press because bad press is bad for business. And happy wife, happy life. This was more personal than political. You protect your family and the brand, whether there's a campaign or not. And it was personal for Cohen, too. He testified that he was devastated when Trump didn't tap him to be chief of staff. Cohen says he knows he wasn't qualified, but it would have been nice just to be considered. He even thought he was being considered for Attorney General. So when Trump told him he wasn't taking him to Washington, Cohen became suicidal and wanted revenge. That's when the feds raided Cohen's office to try to get him to flip. To turn the fanboy into a hand grenade. That's what the feds have done to Trump's inner circle from the jump. Raid and flip, raid and flip. People do and say anything when facing hard times. Cohen's career in corporate America's done. Convicting Trump is his only road to more income. So he's angling to be a reality star.
My name is Michael Cohen, and for years, I was the personal lawyer for a notoriously bad man. Since then, I've been on a journey of redemption, working to set things right. Now I'm paying it forward, using the tools that I've learned for regular people in trouble. The little guy doesn't usually have access to people with my particular set of skills.
So if Trump's acquitted, no Netflix deal for Cohen. So Cohen can prattle on all day about the defendant, but the defendant is gagged. He can't defend himself before he goes to jail. Not fair. So Trump brought J.D. Vance to court. Watch.
Michael Cohen is the prosecution's star witness. This guy is a convicted felon who admitted in his testimony that he secretly reported his former employer, that he only did it once allegedly, and that this was supposed to help Donald Trump. Does any reasonable, sensible person believe anything that Michael Cohen says?
Fox caught up with Cohen on his way home today.
I've updated on latest operation.
Michael, you seemed a bit nervous on the stand today. Were you nervous? Is Trump lying? Did he sleep with Stormy Daniels? What comments you got for Trump?
Alvin Bragg wants you to believe a convicted liar and a porn star who sees ghosts. That other star witness, Stormy Daniels, has sex with men for money on camera. This is a woman who will do anything for money, and I mean anything. Her resume is all over the internet if you don't believe me. No morals, no standards, nothing. And she's so well-grounded, she claims she can talk to dead people. The woman testified that she woke up naked in bed and couldn't remember what happened, implying it was a Me Too situation. But a few years back, that's not what she told Bill Maher.
Why did you Donald Trump? Okay, but you say it's not a Me Too case.
It is not a Me Too case. I mean, I wasn't assaulted.
I wasn't attacked or raped or coerced or blackmailed. They tried to shove me in the Me Too box to further their own agenda. And first of all, I don't want to be part of that because it's not the truth, and I'm not a victim in that regard.
That's not what she's saying. She's talking about he was bigger and blocking the way. It's all the Me Too buzzwords. She said there was a power imbalance of power, for sure. My hands were shaking so hard. She said she blacked out. Blacked out? She's a porn star. A porn star is used to having sex with people she does not know. That's the job.
Bragg's witnesses, a prostitute and a lawyer.
See if we can match them up with a bond.
Will do anything for money. This is it. He said, she said, without a crime. Trump legal team spokeswoman Alina Habba, who's in that very same courtroom every single day, said all the reporters care about is sex.
When anything salacious happens, all you hear is the clicking of, the keyboards. But when actual law and facts are discussed, it's silent.
Keyboard voyeurs forget the Lewinsky scandal backfired on Republicans. Clinton's approval ratings were in the 70s when he was impeached. And they had a blue dress. This case doesn't have a dress, an eyewitness. They don't even have a document with Trump's John Hancock. Trump said it never happened. And Stormy said it did 20 years ago, and no one said this was a crime until Trump started beating Biden. Even CNN knows it's rigged and costing the Democrats.
The trials against him keep him in the spotlight, infuriate his base, who sees him as a martyr, and even may serve to make him the object of some sympathy among people in general who believe that his prosecutors are politically motivated. This happens to be true, in my opinion. I doubt the New York indictment would have been brought against a defendant whose name was not Donald Trump.
Trump's in a win-win situation here. If he's found guilty, he appeals, the case is corrupt, he gets the slick early bounce. If he's acquitted, he beat the corrupt system. He looks invincible, and he gets the I beat the case bounce. Our sources in Chappaqua just overheard Bill Clinton saying, they never learn. Bill Hemmer is the co-anchor of America's Newsroom. He was in the court today, and here he is. You may have been in, sir, the courtroom of perhaps the biggest day yet of this trial. What did you learn?
I would argue you're right about that, but tomorrow could be even bigger once we get to the cross-examination. Here's my impressions. Not a lawyer, not trained in law, but here are my impressions. The question and answer between Cohen and the prosecutor, it was almost like they were reading books to each other, almost as if he was anticipating the questions. That tells me that he was either well-prepared or well-rehearsed. There were very few objections from Trump's lawyers, maybe half a dozen. They were very quiet about it. There were no sidebars with the judge, so all that drama was missing from the day. Here's what I found interesting. I was sitting about 2 rows behind Trump, and I had Trump and Cohen on the angle. And I think where Trump was sitting, based on that bench where the judge was, he had the option not even to look at Michael Cohen. Maybe he sees the top of his head from that angle, but he did not have to look at him eye to eye. Just an interesting little setup. I don't know why they do it. I don't know if this is the way the courthouse is all throughout New York, but that was the way it was in this room today. Very drab, by the way. You're sitting there.
You were expecting more.
Well, I thought, I say drab maybe in a more simplistic way, given the room and the circumstances. But I felt a feeling of intensity the entire time I was in there. I thought for Cohen, he was going back and forth with the lead prosecutor, a woman, and they were just talking to each other for a couple hours. They took a break mid-afternoon, Jensen. And when Cohen came back, he was describing the period of time right before the inauguration. So this is early January, and he was telling the jobs that he was offered through Reince Priebus. And the reason why he did not like those jobs and the offerings that were coming his way. All of that, it was about an 11-minute span, Jesse. He looked directly at the jurors. And all of them, all 18 men and women, because you have 6 alternates, were looking directly at him. And that was the one time that I was able to observe that.
So they seemed very engaged. Was there a moment where he was like, aha, I have this document that said Trump knew this, and this is how it went down, and the whole court was like, oh my goodness.
He did mention the election several times, especially during the morning hours, saying that Trump was very concerned about women and getting their vote in elections that were in the offering. But
When it comes to the evidence, in that courtroom, there are monitors everywhere. And the judge has a monitor. The witness has a monitor. All the jurors have monitors in front of them. You sitting in one of those pews, or one of the benches, you literally need to bring binoculars, which you're allowed to bring when the state puts an exhibit up on the monitor. Because the print is so small. And they put up dozens and dozens of those exhibits today. Text messages, phone calls, other documents there today.
And does it seem like the jury's dialed in on that small data?
For the most part, I would say yes. Okay. Here's what I did not notice. In all of those exhibits, not one of them mentioned the election. That's a problem for us.
That is a problem. So that's just the testimony of a convicted liar, tax cheat, and someone who shot in a Netflix deal called the Good Fixer. All right, Bill Hemmer, who's going to freeze ever again. It's going to be Larry Room tomorrow, but a big day for you. Thanks for bringing that to our attention. Former U.S. Attorney Jay Town joins me now. Jay, tell me what you thought the significance of today was.
Well, Mr. Fix-It is not fixing the troubles with D.A. Bragg's case at all. Your line in your lead-in that he's actually punched a hole so big in the case that even Bragg himself could fit through it. I'm going to steal that line, by the way. But you were dead on, Jesse. Yeah, even if you were to believe, and you would have to, suspend, credulity in order to believe every single word that Michael Cohen has said, you still don't have proof beyond a reasonable doubt of any element of any charged offense against Donald Trump. Where's the false records entry? He can't testify about that at all. There's all of this mention about Weisselberg, the CFO for the Trump organization, who's not a witness in this case, who won't testify, who can't, therefore none of Cohen's testimony will be corroborated. And so what we're really seeing here is a buildup to, I think, Todd Blanche's cross-examination tomorrow, and Todd is going to have a great night's sleep tonight because he knows that tomorrow and for a couple of days, the woodshedding that he is going to provide on national television to Michael Cohen is going to make him sort of the hero of defense counsel across the country.
What does that look like to you, Jay, when he gets his hands wrapped around Cohen?
Well, Todd's he has to go hard. There's been prognosticators saying he should take it easy. He doesn't want to go too hard on this witness. Why? This is the state's entire case is the fulcrum of the case is Michael Cohen. And so all of his previous lies, all of the times that he has signed written declarations that Trump didn't have anything to do with the Stormy Daniels situation. You pointed out, I think, a fact that doesn't get enough airtime again in your lead-in that, he took out a line of credit on his own home so that he could pay the $130,000. Now, that is not a man who is part of a conspiracy with a billionaire and then a billion-dollar company in David Pecker and AMI, the National Enquirer, to kill stories for money to unlawfully impact an election. That's a man acting on his own. That's why he doesn't tell his wife. $130,000 to the Trump organization, if they were going to pay it out of accounts payable, why not do it in 2016? Why wait till 2017? Because that's when they found out about it, because Cohen was acting on his own.
So you go hard tomorrow. You get up there and start pointing, maybe try to get under Cohen's skin, call him a liar, prove he's a liar, and say, you said this. Didn't you mean this? Didn't you say this? And get him rattled.
Sure, and you said this yesterday, but didn't you 2 years ago say this? I would play the videos of him testifying before Congress or his other interviews where he's very compelling and seemingly telling the truth about the former president. Similar to the testimony today, right? If you believe what he had to say today, he was compelling to you. Well, he's lied under oath, according to Cohen, and been just as compelling. This guy's a serial liar. So Todd Blanche is going to throw absolute haymakers. The state's going to rest this week, and I really believe that the defense deserves a directed verdict from Judge Mersham, but he's low profile in courage, and this could, this would hurt the bottom line on his daughter's business anyway. So yeah. I still expect us to get to a jury verdict.
Oh, now I want to go tomorrow. Is it too late to swap me in? That'd be something.
That's up to you and Bill. Yeah,
we'll figure that one out. Thank you so much, Chet.
Thanks, Jesse.
Donald Trump, the Jersey Shore, and Johnny.
Joe Biden's doing a great job, isn't he? The best ever. Yeah, sleeping and mumbling and all that dumb stuff.
Spring into savings this moving season with Cons. Get up to 25% now on moving and storage. And See My Cons has been trusted with over 6 million moves. So don't wait. Save up to 25% now. Visit Cons.com today. Tommy Copper's shoulder support bra will be your new favorite. I love how I feel when I wear it. Available in two styles, you want to wear every day. For all day comfort. Awesome on how I can get. Go to TommyCopper.com. Save 40% site-wide today. South Dakota has a blueprint for success. Recently, we led the nation in new home building. But we're still growing so fast. We need to hire more builders to keep up. So I'm thinking, South Dakota is the freest state in the nation. We have no state income tax. And we offer apprenticeship training. So you need your right to work.
South Dakota. Freedom works here.
We're gonna call that a satellite. My name is Faye, and I'm 81 years old, and I love life. I started taking balance measures 6 years ago. I think we've all had the experience of looking at supplements and not even understanding the ingredients. And Balance in Nature, you understand every ingredient. I would not go a day without my Balance in Nature. Get 35% off your first order as a preferred customer when you use discount code Fox News.
Well, I'm Franklin Graham. As we watch the news, it feels like the whole world is filled and engulfed with hate. We see it on my college campuses, we see it across the world. Where did this come from? You see, hate is coming from the human heart. God made us and He created us, but sin has come to the world, and it's coming to each and every heart. And the only one who can fix the heart is God. And God did that by sending His Son, Jesus Christ, from heaven to this earth, to take our sins. And He died in our place on the cross and shed His blood. He was buried. But on the third day, He walked right out of that grave. That's right. Jesus Christ is alive. And my question is, have you ever invited Him into your heart? If you haven't done it, do it right now. Just say, God, I'm a sinner. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I believe Jesus, your Son. I want to trust Him as my Savior. Pray this in Jesus' name. If you prayed that prayer, call that number right now. That's on the screen. God bless you.
We're here with Chris Cunningham from Local Meat Filter. So Chris, how is how meat filter is different from every other garbage type on the market?
The meat filter's patented filter technology. There are no gaps, no openings, no place for debris to get in at all. And we install the filter on your existing gutters. It's a permanent solution. You'll never have to climb a ladder to clean out your gutters again.
That's amazing, Chris. Tell me about the process.
Simple and easy. Just give us a call, set up an appointment. We'll come out and give you a free gutter inspection. If they're sagging, we'll repair them. If they're broken, we'll replace them. If they're in good shape, our local team will install the filter in as little as a few hours.
Wow, and I understand you guys have a lifetime no flaws guarantee.
We do. It's actually a lifetime transferable no flaws guarantee.
You know, that's mine and then some. So, how do people sign up?
Hey, Mr. Gizmo, I love you.
833 Meat Filter today. Agents and box. Or visit meatfilter.com.
John Kennedy on Fox and Friends. The senator weighs in on Trump's New York trial and a bonus from Michael Cohen's testimony tomorrow on Fox and Friends.
reading the story from
Facility is in raid. Move to investigate.
This is going to be interesting.
Thank you for your support. It allows our therapy dive program here.
After another week trapped in a freezing courtroom, Trump hit the beach. And they say 100,000 of his supporters showed up to see him at a Jersey Shore rally. Are blue states in play? Last time Biden beat Trump by 16 in Jersey. Now Biden only leads by 5. I mean, Jersey's in play, people. Lifelong Democrat and NFL Hall of Fame linebacker, LT, says Trump red-pilled him.
I grew up a Democrat, and I've always been a Democrat. Until I met this man right here. I'll tell you what. He will not have to worry about nobody in my family ever vote for a Democrat again.
A New York poll has Trump beating Biden in 5 out of the 6 battlegrounds. Nevada, Georgia, Arizona, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin. Trump flipped them because of young black and Hispanic voters moving right. Or as Trump would say, diversity. At the Jersey Shore, Trump didn't beat around the bush. Watch.
If you come here from another country and try to bring jihadism or anti-Americanism or anti-Semitism to our campuses, we will immediately deport you. You look at the economy, the real economy, not the fake economy. Everything they touch turns to what? You shouldn't use that kind of language. Look. You can't use the word.
Okay. Trump's like President George Carlin. Speaks for the average Joe. How is it like it is? Below average Joe, President Biden. Performing so poorly, the media is tearing up the plate.
I have to admit, now that this is playing out...
The entrance to this fucking place.
Trump is now leading in almost all the swing states, but behind those numbers lie even more troubling details. As someone worried about the prospects of a second Trump term, I think it's best to be honest about reality.
Trump's more in than he's ever been. Everything that we're throwing is spaghetti at a wall, and none of it is sticking. What we're doing is really not working.
But some in the media are still stuck on stupid.
Anybody that votes Republican and doesn't understand you're voting for the end of democracy, just pay attention to the Sunday shows.
No one's paying attention to the Sunday shows. This isn't 2004 anymore. Watch my propaganda. That's the strategy. Also, Nancy Pelosi called you bitter claimers.
We've seen demagogues come down the pike, destroy the pike. What do the Republicans say? Fake news. So they're diminishing that in the eyes of these poor souls, looking for some answers. We're giving them to them, but they're blocked by some of their views on guns. They have the 3 Gs, guns, being gun.
They don't know you. They don't want to know you. They hate you. Watch the Sunday shows, you bitter clinger. North Dakota governor and former presidential candidate, Doug Burgum. Joins us now. All right, Governor, why do you believe Trump's surging?
Well, I didn't take a look at that Pelosi clip you just had where she calls poor souls, but when I'm standing there in New Jersey looking at all these patriots are there, what I'm seeing is the best of America. You know, people can slice and dice this as across demographic groups, but if you look at the theme of who was there, it's families and it's people who work for a living. And they were on the motorcade in, they were lining the streets for miles before he even got to that venue, and they're all waving their American flags. You've got firehouses where the firemen are standing on top of the truck waving flags. This is 2 miles before you get to the venue. And these are people that work in America, the working class who supports Donald Trump. And they're not the poor souls. They're the people that care about their communities. They care about their families. They care about the the future of this country, and they can see through, all of the stuff that's being pushed on them.
They're not watching the Sunday shows, are they?
No, they've never heard of them. They don't know who's on them. They don't care about that.
So when you hear that type of propaganda, you're not a Republican, you're going to vote for a dictator, this is going to be the end of democracy. What does that tell you about the left strategy?
Well, it tells me that they don't understand America, and they don't understand how America works. And this dictator hoax is the front row seat of any place in the nation as governor of North Dakota, because I'm 1,200 days into the Biden bureaucratic dictatorship, because virtually nothing has passed Congress and everything comes down from a 3-letter agency. We're fighting over 30 different rule and mandate efforts that are coming in a barrage right now that they're trying to get in before the Congressional Review Act on May 20th. And they're basically have a one-size-fits-all view of how we should, run our small businesses, run our farms, run our energy business, run the U.S. grid. I mean, all of these ideas are not things that have come from Congress, and they're all based on a very liberal ideology. And I'm spending my job now suing the federal government is what I'm kind of doing for a living.
You're just a lawyer who's playing a politician. Joe Biden, people talk about you on the ticket. Joe Biden has his ticket set as Kamala. Here is the ticket. Watch.
My name is Joe Biden. I work for Kamala Harris.
Nice shot.
I asked her to be my vice president. I knew I needed somebody smarter than me.
We have to know that sometimes people will open the door for you and leave it open. Sometimes they won't. And then you need to kick that door down.
Okay. Is she talking about if they are reelected, she's just going to kick that door down to the Oval?
Could be. I don't know. Maybe Joe's in there with all the ice cream and shit.
He loves 2 scoops. What do you make of these two?
Well, I think that Vice President Harris has accomplished one thing, which is she's managed to be less popular than the least popular president in history.
It's quite an accomplishment for Kamala or Mamala or whatever they call her. Doug Burgum, thank you so much.
Thank you, Jesse.
Gavin Newsom giving the homeless vodka shots. Right back.
Choosing a treatment for your chronic migraine, 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more, can be overwhelming. So ask your doctor about WOTC. It comes with examples of chronic migraine before they can...
Fucking love this ability. Icarus Jump is one of the best.
So far, more than 5 million WOTC treatments advocated to over 850,000 chronic migraine patients.
Mexico can spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a life-threatening condition. Side effects may include allergic reactions, neck and injection site pain, fatigue, and headache. Don't receive Botox if there's a skin infection. Tell your doctor your medical history. Also, nerve conditions and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
In a survey, 92% of current users said they wish they talked to their doctor and started Botox sooner. So ask your doctor if Botox is right for you. Learn how happy can help you save on Botox.
Americans turned to RVing and record numbers as they pursue the spirit of freedom and travel exploration.
The RV community is stronger than ever as family and friends seek quality time together. Since 1966, shop over 6,000 RVs for less than $200 a month, only at Camping World.
Start your day with Nature. The #1 pharmacist recommended vitamin supplement brand.
When enamel is gone, you cannot get it back, but you can repair it with Pronamel Repair. It penetrates deep into the tooth to actively repair acid-weakened enamel. I recommend Pronamel Repair. With new Pronamel Repair mouthwash, you can enhance that repair beyond brushing. They work great together.
Life insurance is too important to put off another day. That's why Select Quote makes getting coverage you need easy. Now get up to a $2 million policy with no medical exam and same-day coverage.
Visit SelectQuote.com now.
When I started My Pillow, it was just a problem solution front-running company. Well, since then, with the help of my dedicated employees, we now have hundreds of products, some you might not even know about. To get the word out, we're having a $25 extravaganza. 2 handfuls to use My Pillows, $25. 5 pillow samples, $25.
Holy fuck, he's all over the map, this fucking prick.
Our 6-pack towel sets, you guessed it, just $25. Our brand new 4-pack dish towels, $25. And I've never done this before. Premium My Pillows with all new piece of fabric, any size, any loft level, even king size for only $25. And there's so much more. So go to mypillow.com or call the number
18-3 shield, okay.
$25 extravaganza. Order $75 and over, your entire order ships absolutely free.
Does your wish to have a crack? Trust Safe Light. This customer had auto blast damage, but he was busy working from home. So he scheduled with Safe Light in just a few clicks. We came to his house. Then we got to work. We replaced his windshield and installed new wipers to protect his new glass.
It's great. Thank you.
Our pleasure.
We come to you for free. Schedule now for free mobile service at SafeLight.com.
This is a call to all my fellow Americans to stand up, fired up, and will not let up. To put your foot down and will never lay down, Americans. You're the ones this country needs. To stand up for what you believe in. To wear your pride on your sleeve. This is a call to the ones who put family above fortune and always have their neighbors six. At Pure Talk, we're a wireless company that champions American values. We'll give you a voice, along with unlimited talk, text, and data for only $20 a month. That's less than a burger and fries these days. All on the most dependable 5G network. So stand with us, a proud American company that stands up for and gives back to the people who built this country. People who stand for our flag. People who believe in working hard, not hardly working. So join your fellow Americans and call Pure Talk to get 50% off your first. This.
Destroying all the supplies. Are you sectopod? Race cannon. Okay, I gotta turn.
Is she letting her imagination run wild even though she has allergies? Yeah.
Gavin Newsom's been promising to end homelessness for as long as he's been in politics. And he's a lifelong politician. As mayor of San Francisco, he's rolled out a solid-esque 10-year plan to get each resident a roof.
Housing solves homelessness. And if we're going to solve the problem of those that are out on the streets that we define as homeless, we better solve the housing problem if we're going to have an impact. And that's why we established this framework, what we call a 10-year plan to end chronic homeless in San Francisco.
Bush was president when he said that. Bush. Gavin's been governor for 5 years. He spent $24 billion on the homeless, added 30,000 homeless, and can't tell us where the money went. Finally, he was confronted. Watch.
Is your administration doing enough to determine whether the money that's being plowed into homelessness is being well spent?
One of the vexing issues that was highlighted on it was local. And each city and county has different strategies and approaches. We've tried to level set that.
I'm sorry, Governor, I didn't hear responses to either of those questions. Do you acknowledge whether the money that the state isn't doing enough to ensure that the money is being well spent?
The audit did not surprise me. The state has advanced unprecedented investments, you're correct, and unprecedented interventions demanding more accountability with state money at the local level.
Where did the $24 billion go? Don't look at me. I'm just the governor, but I knew we were going to lose it. That was his answer. But don't worry, they have a new plan. San Francisco's going to give the homeless shots of vodka. Here's the goal. Keep alcoholics drunk, but not too drunk. The city's running a managed alcohol program for homeless addicts for $5 million a year. Basically a speakeasy that they're running out of an old hotel in the Tenderloin, where it's happy hour all day. These guys get 3 hots and a cot.
Priest, I hate you, priest.
Cocktail waitresses with beer, wine, or liquor to, quote, meet their addiction needs, but keeping someone at a safe level of intoxication. The program has room for 20 addicts, and it wouldn't be a taxpayer slush fund without a little DEI. Half of the beds are strictly for, quote, the Latinx and indigenous population. Nationally syndicated radio host Dana Lash joins me. Now, Dana, how come we didn't think of this? You just give the homeless vodka.
Yeah, not just vodka. I mean, it's like a full-on bar. I don't know if it's like top shelf or not, but apparently they have wine to choose from. They have a certain amount of brews. You also get some vodka. I don't know what other spirits are being offered. And it's limited to like 2 or whatever a day. And I mean, this is all taxpayer funded. Now, case in point, remember, Jesse, Gavin Newsom has been bragging that California is the model for the nation for Democrats. On his watch, they went from $100 billion surplus because they were taking in over $50 billion or $50 million something in taxes for 1 year. Now they're running something like a $46 billion deficit, half of which, according to this legislative analyst audit, was spent on these homeless programs that they didn't even bother tracking. This, Jesse, is the only one that they actually tracked. Probably because it has to do with their favorite meal, Democrats in California, liquor. So this is insane. That's the model for the nation. So everybody needs to pay attention to that because that's your option in November.
I wonder if the Pelosi Vineyard has the contract for the Hair of the Dog San Francisco Alcoholics program.
Right. I would wonder if she's down there serving, but she's probably partaking secretly, maybe perhaps in the back. But that's what you get. There's no accountability, as you said.
Unbelievable. All right, well, if we are ever out in that neck of the woods, we're definitely going to have a camera come visit the happy hour in the homeless shelter. Right? I got to see where the taxpayer money's going. Or it's going down there for us. Thank you so much. Johnny, at the Trump rally. Donald Trump said he's willing to go to jail to save the Constitution. Are you okay with that?
When he becomes president in jail, he's going to put a suit on, pardon himself, and walk out.
I was scared when I was told age-related macular degeneration could jeopardize my vision. It was hard, but taking Preservision was easy.
Preservision has the exact clinically proven A-rested formula recommended by the NEI.
I'm taking control like millions of others. Did I read this? Did I get AIDS? Where are my kids?
Memory and thinking issues keep piling up. It may be due to a buildup of amyloid plaques in the brain. Visit morethannormalaging.com.
Life insurance is too important to put off another day. That's why Select Quote makes getting coverage you need easy. Now get up to a $2 million policy with no medical exam and same-day coverage.
Visit selectquote.com now. Any responsible trade rumors we keep?
We're talking about moving, not the trade. Not the trade. We're talking about moving. No thanks.
You can use open door. Saw your house drafted in it. Easy.
I guess I'm moving.
We're here with Chris Cunahan of our local leak filter. So Chris, tell us how leak filter is different from every other gutter protection on the market.
With leak filter's patented filter technology, there are no gaps, no openings, no place for debris to get in at all. And we install leak filter on your existing gutters. It's a permanent solution. You'll never have to climb a ladder to clean out your gutters again.
That's amazing, Chris. Tell me about the process.
Simple and easy. Just give us a call, set up an appointment. We'll come out, give you a free gutter inspection. If they're sagging, we'll repair them. If they're broken, we'll replace them. If they're in good shape, our local team will install a leak filter in as little as a few hours.
Wow, and I understand you guys have a lifetime no clogs guarantee.
We do. It's actually a lifetime transferable no clogs guarantee.
You know, that's peace of mind and then some. So how do people sign up?
To schedule your free inspection, call 833-LEAK-FILTER today. Our agents are standing by. Or visit leakfilter.com.
Nature is quite the artist, wouldn't you agree? The pigments that nature uses to paint its fruits and vegetables aren't there just for visual appeal. Those colorings are also essential to our nutrition. Hi, my name is Vincent Clemens, and I'm a registered dietitian nutritionist. I found that the vast majority of my clients rarely got enough servings of fruits and vegetables. Balance of nature dietary supplements can provide more of the concentrated fruit and vegetable ingredients and these pigments. Please remember that consuming a balanced diet should be your first priority. Nonetheless, if you're considering a nutritional supplement, then I highly recommend Balance of Nature.
Start your journey with Balance of Nature. 35% off your first order as a preferred customer. Or go to balanceofnature.com and use discount code FOXNews.
When you can't watch, listen. Get the latest news, business, and news headlines on Sirius XM. Anytime, anywhere. Fox News Audio on Sirius XM. America is listening.
This is what the weaponization of the Justice Department looks like.
After Michael Cohen takes the stand, Sean's All-Star lineup sounds off on the latest on a must-see anime.
Place very much local. Joke, but every time I walk in, it seems where it is, I go to the border.
I know that was good.
How I was brought up.
By the subject's condition, I would say it is recently
Now identifying his traffic cones. The bunch of queers for Palestine try blocking the entrance to Disney. Watch.
You actually are losing people. You are losing people to your cause because of this.
45,000 dead. 45,000 dead. 45,000 dead. Genocide is genocide is
At the University of Washington, there's a standoff between Antifa Hamas and normal Americans. And in Columbia, one student ripped her diploma in half. Why? To free Palestine. And at Duke, students staged a walkout during the commencement speech by Jerry Seinfeld.
Jerry's also serving as our commencement speaker today.
Jerry's probably the cleanest, most apolitical comedian in America. Why do they hate him? Because his name is Seinfeld. Meanwhile, Rosie O'Donnell and her celebrity friends are done telling Joe Biden to abandon Israel. They're going straight to his boss, Dr. Jill.
Joe Biden, we are calling on you.
We are mothers and daughters and grandmothers.
Sisters and advocates for peace and justice.
And simply human beings.
Dr. Biden, we are calling on you today
Because we know you are all of those things as well.
And because of the immense power you hold as First Lady of the United States.
To implore you, please, Dr. Biden, the world is watching. We're calling on you to stop the unfolding genocide of Palestine.
Actor and comedian John Lovitz joins us now. All right, Lovitz, I know you're a big Disney guy. You're taking the family to Disney World. You got the fast passes. You're all set. And then you're 5 hours late because pro-Hamas protesters are sitting in the middle of the freeway. How do you handle it?
Engage.
I would drive around them. There's always obstacles in life, and that you said it. They disrupt the traffic. The Hamas disrupted the deal between Israel and Saudi Arabia to normalize relations. They disrupted Jerry Seinfeld's commencement speech. That's what they do, you know. And they go after certain things. It's to get press, like which they're getting. And you know, the whole thing's a lie. It's not a genocide. It's a war. And you go, who's organizing it? It's the Students for Justice for Palestine. They have 250 chapters on all the campuses, and they're funded by AMP, which is the American Muslims for Palestine. And AMP, they fund, among other things, Hamas. So it's all connected. And they want to take over, get people in power, and like they did at Dearborn, Michigan. That's what they want to do.
Yeah, I didn't think I'd see clears for Palestine.
That's the most insane thing ever, because if they went, those people went to Gaza, Hamas would kill them. Literally, they pushed gay people off of buildings.
What about
this is a democracy, you know? Yeah. And I understand it's bad that people are getting innocent civilians in Palestine are getting killed in a war, but it's a war that Hamas started. They wanted a never-ending war. Now they want a ceasefire. I guarantee you, if Israel was losing, there'd be no ceasefire. And you can't reason with these people. Hezbollah, years ago, they invaded Israel, killed 8 soldiers, kidnapped 2, took them back as hostages. So Israel says, no, there's no acceptable losses. So they drop pamphlets on Lebanon saying to people, tomorrow at 3 o'clock, we're going to be bombing to get our hostages back, get out. And Hezbollah said, can you believe they're bombing Lebanon? They go, well, you captured 2 of our soldiers, and you killed 8 of our soldiers. They go, oh, you're just using that as an excuse. You can't reason with that mentality. They also killed those 2 hostages, by the way.
Yeah.
And this is the same thing, exact thing, but on a bigger scale.
Yeah, most people, when they wage war, don't drop save the date notes on the enemy so the civilians can get out of the way. So Seinfeld's out there trying to tell these kids how to live a successful, happy life. They left. Lovitz, they just walked out. They didn't even hear a single ounce of wisdom. And do you even think that they understand that no one's talking about Israel and Palestine? We're talking about how stupid they look.
No, I think they have no idea. But what do they achieve by walking out? They ruined their own graduation. 20 years from now, they're going to look back and say, oh, I ruined my own graduation. I mean, I think people have a right to protest, but you should go get a permit and give them a place to protest. They don't have a right to block traffic. They don't have a right to ruin other things. I don't think so, but they do have a right to get a permit and protest. That's America. You're not going to agree with everybody. But give them a space. Get a permit. Give them a space to do it. That's not interfering with everything else. And then if they want to try and get press for it, then, try to get press. But that's what this is about. And Israel's fighting terrorists the same as the United States fought the terrorists that brought down, the World Trade Center on 9/11. It's the same thing.
It is.
Israel's our ally. Israel's a democracy. Spirits for Palestine would be murdered in Gaza. And the Palestinians have had 5 chances since the same time Israel was created to have their own state. And they turn it down every time because they don't want a 2-state solution. They want Israel. They want the land of Israel. And they're not even really Palestinians. They're Jordanian refugees. It was changed, Yasser Arafat changed it to calling them Palestinians in 1964. But they've had 5 deals. And they are people, and they deserve a decent life and everything. And Israel pulled all the Jews out of Gaza and gave them Gaza. So there's no occupation. There's no genocide. Israel paid for the land. They didn't take it. On and on.
It's crazy. It's crazy. You should have been a commencement. People could have learned a lot. And if they wanted...
Well, Jerry's a great guy. I've known him for years. He's a guy that... he does the most innocuous humor about like lint in your belly button. Where did it come from? I want to know. And that's who they're protesting. Because he went to Israel. Yeah, because he's Jewish like me. He's the same age. And Jews of our generation know if Israel goes, we go. In the United States, we have nowhere to go.
I like your shirt, Lovitz. What's on that, by the way?
Ice cream cone.
Delicious. Have a great night.
Thank you.
Tens of thousands of people showed up at the Trump rally this weekend at the Jersey Shore, so we made sure Johnny was one of them.
How excited are you to vote for your favorite president? I am here to prove that Trump is not racist. I only worship Jesus Christ, but he is second.
But I did go to Sunday school for many years. I wouldn't tell you that.
What do you want to see in a second Trump term?
Freedom, security.
Close the damn border. Support for Israel.
Price is coming down. Put America first.
All the corruption is finally being overturned.
Should we lock Joe Biden up?
Joe Biden ain't really around, but anyway.
Who the hell are we?
Who do you want to see as Trump's VP?
Tulsi Gabbard, I like her.
Tulsi Gabbard, really nice.
Ron DeSantis.
Ron DeSantis. The best. Keep Scott.
What about Chrissy Notes? Shot her dog.
I love Chrissy though. It's hot.
I'll never shoot a dog, but if they're starting to come in for my children, if you do, then I'm going to shoot the dog. Joe Biden's doing a great job, isn't he?
The best ever. Yeah, sleeping and mumbling and all that dumb stuff. Other than that, he's doing quite a good job.
Something. We all know that Joe Biden is not running the country.
This guy makes Carter look like a genius.
Can't walk up the steps.
Other things this weekend, Kamala wants to be your mama.
Oh, please, please, please.
Is she your mama? Oh, no.
I'll be motherless.
I'd rather be dead or buried in a basement. Hopefully not with Joe Biden.
Kamala needs to be Kamala.
You need to kick that door down. Show me your best Kamala Harris impression.
Shit, he got nailed for 7.
Hillary Clinton says if you're a woman and you don't vote for Biden, you have no self-respect.
Hillary, I don't even know why she's not in jail. Or maybe it's deplorable, but I'm a good one.
Her husband has been fooling around so long, she don't know what self-respect is for a woman.
She's crooked Hillary. Don't you understand that?
Donald Trump says he's willing to go to jail to save the Constitution. Are you okay with that?
Death, jail, I was doing the same thing.
When he becomes president in jail, he's gonna put a suit on, pardon himself, and walk out!
If he's up in jail, they can put him in the cell right next to him.
What are we going to do about all those crazy Hamas protesters on the campuses? We're going to send them to the Gaza Strip.
You know, she looks just like Hillary Clinton, actually. Is that Hillary? Hillary, is that you?
Joe Biden wants to put windmills right there, all along the Jersey Shore. How the heck are we going to stop them?
We're going to have mad dead animals and stuff like that. Can't even enjoy the ocean or nothing. That's a waste of money.
We put them out on one and we'll spit it. Why am I still rolling? You watch Jesse Waters?
Yes.
What's your favorite part of the show?
When he sends you out, to be honest.
I saw you and ran down here. He's really cute in person. I think you're really cute in person. You do?
I think this is your world, but this is Jersey and it's Trump County.
Jesse, you are the best. Keep it up.
No problem, Bob.
More prime time next.
You know, I spend a lot of time thinking about dirt at 3 in the morning. Any time of day. What people don't know is that not all dirt is the same. You need dirt with the right kind of nutrients. Look at this new organic soil from Miracle Grow.
Everybody should have it. It works great for us.
This is as good as gold in any garden. If people only knew that it really is about the dirt.
You're a dirt nerd.
Huge dirt nerd. I'm proud of it. If you have Graves' disease and itchy eyes, the truth may be even more uncomfortable. People with Graves could also get thyroid eye disease, or TED, which may need a different doctor. Find a TED eye specialist at isitted.com.
Did you know Sling has your favorite news programs for just $40 a month?
My favorite news for just $40 a month? My favorite news for just $40 a month? $40 a month?
Like favorite news for just $40 a month?
$40.
Get your favorite news for $40 a month. Sling lets you do that.
Over 1 million people have put Super Beats by Human blood pressure support supplements to the test. And the numbers tell the story. We have over 8,000 5-star ratings and reviews. We're trusted by over 120 pro and college sports teams. Super Beats is the #1 selling beat brand. The only #1 doctor, pharmacist, and cardiologist recommended beat brand for heart health support. See why we've won the hearts of people across America and get a free month supply on all bundles at superbeats.com. In today's digital world, cybersecurity threats are everywhere. But protecting your family doesn't have to be complicated or expensive. Introducing PCMatic, the simple and complete solution to your cybersecurity needs. With real-time protection, automatic updates, and US-based support, PCMatic keeps you safe from the latest threats. Whether it's shopping, banking, or browsing, and the best part, complete protection starts at only $50 per year. Simple, affordable, and effective. Visit PCMatic.com today.
There's the guy who said his trailer was in perfect condition.
Well, what do you think?
Let's see here. Let's meet us on the outside. It's got a teeny tiny scratch right there. Whoa, game changer. You can be able to check floor liners.
Of course. That's like the cargo liner and seat protector.
And the car looks brand new.
So what do you think about trading now?
It just went up. Way up.
Love so.
Protect your investment. Only with American-made products at WeatherTech.com.
When I started MyPillow, it was just a problem-solution, one-party company. Well, since then, with the help of my dedicated employees, we now have hundreds of products, some you might not even know about. To get the word out, we're having a $25 extravaganza. 2-pack multi-use MyPillows, $25. MyPillow sandals, $25. And for the first time ever, our 6-pack towel sets, you guessed it, just $25. Our brand new 4-pack discounts, $25. And I've never done this before. Premium MyPillows with all new piece of fabric, any size, any box level, even king size for only $25. And there's so much more. So go to MyPillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use your promo code for our $25 extravaganza. Order $75 and over, your entire order ships absolutely free.
Is it just me, or does online dating feel like a total waste of time? I've spent hours on these apps, and it's gotten me nowhere. Can we just stop? I want to meet someone I would actually want to date. Someone I would feel comfortable introducing to my friends, you know? It's just lunch, so much better. It's not a dating app, not even close. She got to know me, what I like to do, what I'm like, and then she got to work. And you know, if you meet him through It's Just Lunch,
At It's Just Lunch, our experienced professionals know what it takes to bring the right people together. Call 800-756-0949 to find out what our professional matchmakers can do for you.
there are good guys out there. You just need a little help finding them.
Call It's Just Lunch at 800-756-0949.
Let me make this really simple. This story has everything.
No filter. I'm a go-getter. I got a status. Such an inflammatory statement. Could take down above. Go buy. Only on Fox News Channel.
Time for text. Craig from Iowa. Thanks for bringing John Lovitz on tonight. He's just as wise as he is funny. And how about that ice cream cone shirt? Lickety split. That's all for tonight. DVR the show. Sean's next, and always remember, I'm Waters, and this is my world.
I'm over to Hannity, and tonight we begin with a message from your Vice President, Kamala Harris.
We have to know that sometimes people will open the door for you and leave it open. Sometimes they won't.
Ready to move when you are, Commander.
And then you need to kick that door down.
And she's just one bad fall away from the Oval Office. Well, Joe Biden's one fall away from not being in the Oval Office anyway. Much more from your always eloquent and totally competent, giggling Vice President straight ahead. plus a new scandal surrounding another person in Joe Biden's orbit. Yep, Jen Psaki is going to want to circle back after she was caught in what is an egregious lie. In her new book, Biden's former press secretary, she actually tried to rewrite history, claiming that her former boss never looked down at his watch, not once, during the dignified transfer of the U.S. service members who were murdered because of Joe's disastrous withdrawal from Afghanistan. Well, 2 Gold Star dads who were at that dignified transfer, they will join us, they will respond, that's straight ahead. And also, I wonder if the media mob will treat her the way they did Governor Kristi Noem on the issue of, did you meet Kim Jong-un or not? And to doubt it. Also tonight, Donald Trump in the blue state of New Jersey. Wow, all I have to say, take a look.
As you can see today, we're expanding the electoral map because we are going to officially play in the state of New Jersey. We're going to win the state of New Jersey. Got a great group of people with us.
Estimates more than 80,000 people turned out in a state that has not voted for a Republican president more than 3 decades. There is huge momentum for Donald Trump, and it's not just empirical. Bombshell poll, New York Times, showing Donald Trump leading in all but one swing state, including a massive 12-point lead in Nevada. And this is a state he previously lost twice. Trump is also up 7 in Arizona, 10 in Georgia, ahead in Pennsylvania, ahead in Michigan, and yet Donald has barely been able to be out on the campaign trail aside from that rally in New Jersey. He hasn't been able to barnstorm the country. He's been stuck in a New York City courtroom for nearly a month because of a political show trial, thanks to phantom charges cooked up by the Democratic DA of Manhattan, a guy by the name of Alvin Bragg, the guy that ran on let me get Trump and the Trump Organization and the Trump family platform. This case, in reality, is nothing more than a misdemeanor document labeling allegation from nearly a decade ago, with statute of limitations have long since passed, upcharged to some, felony because of a nebulous, still unexplained federal election crime that was never prosecuted or even charged, nor would they have the jurisdiction to charge, but they never did it on the federal level. Democrats are obviously using the system of justice as a political weapon, and the polls now reflect that this strategy is backfiring, boomeranging big time. Every day that Donald Trump sits in this kangaroo court, his poll numbers go up, and for good reason. This is a clown show that Donald Trump is now forced to endure because he's Donald Trump. Even fake news, CNN admitted the obvious. Take a look.
The Republicans seem to be uniting behind Trump. Whatever opposition he faced in the primaries has largely melted away. And the trials against him keep him in the spotlight, infuriate his base, who sees him as a martyr, and even may serve to make him the object of some sympathy among people in general who believe that his prosecutors are politically motivated. This happens to be true, in my opinion. I doubt the New York indictment would have been brought against a defendant whose name was not Donald Trump. A majority of Americans are skeptical that Trump will be able to get a fair trial, according to a CNN poll.
Wow. Now, this is beyond a judicial circus featuring plenty of clowns. We've already heard testimony from the porn star that admits she hates Donald Trump, wants him in jail, owes him, $500,000 plus. Last week, she testified that she sees dead people and told jurors many graphic stories and jokes, completely irrelevant, all of it immaterial to the case. And today, is the day for this star witness, Michael Cohen, the fixer, in court. He's a disbarred lawyer, Trump hater, released from prison in 2020 after a multi-year sentence for tax evasion, bank fraud, a variety of other crimes. He was also convicted of lying to Congress after lying under oath. And by the way, right now he is facing even more allegations of lying to Congress. Those allegations were recently referred to Joe Biden's weaponized DOJ. For months, Cohen has been out there appearing to solicit donations or what they call gifts on TikTok, often while wearing a shirt depicting Donald Trump behind bars. And even fake news, they have their CNN experts, they're perplexed that the prosecution would ask a jury to believe anything this guy has to say. Take a look.
what Prosecution Cohen so unusual, so unique. I've never seen a witness with bigger credibility problems than Michael Cohen. I've definitely seen witnesses. I've definitely used witnesses who've done way worse things than Michael Cohen. But I've never seen a witness who's lied to Congress, who's lied in court, who's lied to the IRS, who's lied to the 7th District of New York, who lied to his banker. The entire prosecution witness team has been lied to by Michael Cohen.
Now, according to prosecutors, Cohen is telling the truth this time. All the other lies were just aberrations. Now, of course, even if he was telling the truth, he didn't really seem to outline any crime. According to Jonathan Turley, he'll join us in a few minutes. His testimony, quote, bombed. Quote, Cohen only confirmed that Trump knew he was going to pay for the non-disclosure agreement and that it would be buried before the election. None of that is unlawful. He continued. Cohen also admitted to taping his client without his knowledge, a breathtaking breach of trust and confidentiality. And in the end, no one seems to be able to explain the core tenet of the prosecution's allegations. Why is labeling a payment to a lawyer a legal expense? Why is that a crime? Here's the reality. It's not a crime. Even Hillary Clinton, you might recall, skirted much more serious allegations and charges after she labeled payments for Christopher Steele and the dirty Russian disinformation dossier as a legal expense. Remember, she funneled money to a law firm that hired a research firm that hired Christopher Steele, who the FBI at the time swore was credible, until he wasn't. Now remember, Hillary's campaign was headquartered in New York City. No charges whatsoever against Hillary Rodham Clinton out of New York. Her last name isn't Trump, and she's not a Republican. Bragg's case against Trump, time for the election season, is not about justice or the law. It's not about equal justice under the law. It's not about equal application of our laws. It's about getting Donald Trump at all costs. That's it. If this is left unchecked, this weaponization of justice from Democrats, it is going to shred our sacred Constitution. That will destroy our country. All our laws are based on that document. And the judge in this case, Judge Merchant, a Biden donor, has the power to dismiss this case due to lack of evidence. But that won't happen. And soon Trump's fate will rest in a jury from Manhattan. What, 90% voted for Biden? Is that justice to you? Doesn't look like it to the American people. This is backfiring big time. Here now with more. President Trump's legal spokesperson, Alina Hobb, is with us. All right, you've been in the courtroom. You've been there today. By the way, is it common to treat their clients like this? I don't know. That was kind of unusual. Maybe that's me.
There's something called attorney-client privilege, obviously. That doesn't stand going against because one of the rules stands for campaign where he's winning and it's way to win, but to take him down with illegal lawfare. You said it best, Sean. Hillary Clinton.
Yeah, I'll save this.
She looked at it. They examined it, and what they do, they give her a slap on the wrist. She paid, I think, $8
We'll see you guys next time. All right, peace.
The Russian hoax against Donald Trump, and nobody cared about anything. She wasn't dragged into court. Neither was Bill Clinton in the sock drawer case, and the list goes on and on and on.